Well, hello, welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are jumping into the world of theater today and podcasting and parenting and all things in between. But we're here with the Broadway husbands, Bret and Stephen. How are you guys?
We're
Good. How
great.
are you?
Fantastic. I've so enjoyed. Well, it's fun because I've enjoyed watching you, on social media, especially Instagram over the years. But then recently, you've had some great articles come out, Gay and Lesbian Review, Parenting Magazine. But there's just a lot going on in your lives right now.
There
That is
sure is.
100% true. Yes. We've been a lot going on for
Very
sure.
busy.
But,
Yes.
but right now, I mean, typically you split your time. You were in New York, of course, with your Broadway career, but you had moved, lived in Houston, but now you're in New York, so you kind of you're in between both places, correct?
Yeah, I mean a little bit. We moved to Houston during the pandemic, and
Yeah.
then currently I'm doing New York on Broadway. When
Okay.
this is Steven, and we came back. When did we come back? January
January.
15th is when we got here, and
Yeah.
we've
This is
been
the first
here
time we've actually been back as a family
since
since 2020.
2020.
So,
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah. I
Wow.
came for a couple days last year, but that was it. And so we've been here for a couple months,
Yeah.
But
and
this is where we met, fell in
this is where we
love,
met, where
got
we fell in
married.
love.
So it's been a very
Most of our lives
nostalgic.
have been spent here. Yes.
I wish we'd had this interview like a couple of weeks ago because I just saw New York 2 weeks ago.
Oh,
You saw
Yeah, we
yay.
had a great time. No, so I guess I was there when you were there. So I've enjoyed
Well,
that.
I don't know. I was out because I had COVID the week of opening. Was it the week of opening?
Um, it was close to it, yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Stephen
So I
might have been
wonder if I
out.
was out or not. Yeah.
But no, you guys have created an amazing not just career, but everything you've been doing online, kind of bringing your entire New York and Broadway world to social media. But you've really like kind of created something unique there that the audience that your audience seems to respond to well.
Yeah.
I think that's true. I feel like our audience tends to be people who really want to be entertained, and
Yeah,
then so which is easy for us to do because that's what we've done our whole lives. But
yeah,
then also to be able to create a visible, a place where we're not only entertaining but we're showing in normalizing gay marriage and normalizing gay parenting.
Mhm.
yeah,
Um, Really, for us, is the most satisfying part of it all.
yeah. But what's interesting is that you took all that. You had this audience and you had this whole life going on out there. But then when you chose to have a family and went down the surrogacy journey, but you were able to kind of put a lot. You had these channels already kind of with people paying attention to your messaging, and you were able to really kind of walk them through and show them a lot of what you were going through at that time.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was really important for us. I mean, initially we were gonna document everything as much as we could anyway
Yeah,
for our son, and since our channels were already what we were doing anyway, so it became helpful for others who need the instruction book on how to do it, right? Because
yeah,
we kind of, we don't, it's no easy route for two dads or two moms to have a child and family build. So people need all the information they can get because this is still a very new,
Complex.
and it's very complex, and no two journeys are the same. So, I think it's extremely helpful for people to be as sharing
yeah,
as possible, Yeah.
yeah. But what I think I enjoy is that, especially because of all that, you put yourself out there so that people know who you are and so forth. So it makes it really easy. So like when there's a video podcast, or like I see some of the things you do with the Queer Family podcast, or with Mom Beyond, but they know that you're going to be like you're a known entity. They know once they put you on screen, you're going to do very well out there with their audience.
I will say that's probably one of the biggest compliments we get is like how easy it is because we both know how to talk,
Yeah,
and I think there are some people in the social media world who maybe don't come from theater or have the backgrounds that we have. So it is pretty easy for us, as you can tell, to just
yeah,
talk.
And also, we've also done our own podcast, and so we are familiar with the guest who might give a two-word answer, and you're
yes.
always probing them for more. So we hope that we can be of help in that
Yeah.
area.
But you guys do things and you help in other ways though too, right? Yeah, between the two of you, life coaching, personal trainer, and so forth. So, I mean, it's just that if, especially during pandemic, when I'm sure the theater world had to shut down for you and you had to figure out something. But it seems like you've done a very good job of kind of rounding that out.
Yeah, when the pandemic happened, I, pivoted to teaching ballet online and doing personal training online, and I still do that. And Brett was already coaching
I was
people
already a
online.
coach, a certified life coach, and I
Yeah.
had been working as a career coach for artists. But because of the pandemic, it
Yeah.
sort of pivoted into social media marketing and helping people build out their online presence. And I love it. I love
Yeah.
doing it.
Well, and you're doing that that's like a big part of your life now as well, also, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I love it. I mean, on top of creating content for Broadway Husbands and being a full-time dad, oops,
Yeah.
and being a full-time dad, it is like definitely one of my passions for
Yeah.
sure.
You have, what is it called? Creative Visibility
Yeah.
Podcast.
Yeah. The Creative Visibility podcast I created because the idea is to help people who are creative feel confident enough to be more visible in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
love it.
and
I
with
love
all
that.
that, it's especially makes it so easy because you've shown that you can succeed there. You take that and show others. You kind of like, from what I gathered, especially through your YouTube channel, it seems like you're taking their hand, holding their hand, and walking them through the process of exactly like how they can avoid some of the pitfalls you've gone through.
Totally.
Yeah,
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 that's exactly right.
yeah. Nice. Any plans for the rest of 2023 here?
Well,
Well, what are our plans for the rest of 2023? Well,
Steven's dancing in the Lake Tahoe Dance Festival.
yeah, I'll be at Lake Tahoe Dance Festival the last week of
July.
July.
We're
Wow.
taking
We're going to Orlando,
Maverick to
July
Orlando.
2nd through 6th.
That's where our surrogate is.
And he'll get to meet Mickey for the first time. Because
Is-
we went to Disneyland last year when he was 3 months or 4 months, but
Yeah.
we actually just saw Mickey from a distance. Isn't
Yeah,
that right?
he hasn't met him.
Yeah, it was just from a distance because it
We're
was
a
still
big-
very COVID-y.
We're a big Disney family,
Yeah.
so it has to happen.
Yeah.
Those are our only two real big plans right now. And then Steven's adamant that we might start our second journey to having a sibling.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And I'm like, can we slow down that, please?
No, we
I'm
can't
so
because
tired.
the clock is ticking and we keep
Yes.
getting older and older and older and
Oh
older.
God.
So, yeah, probably in the fall we'll be trying a second journey. I don't know. Anyways,
That's exciting. There's going to be a whole new chapter of content to come out.
that's for sure.
I love that.
Yeah.
No, I think this is great. And mostly I'm just glad that, you guys were able to take a few moments of your time and share a bit of your story here with our audience. And considering that I'm in New York a lot at the same time with you, I'll have to make sure I coordinate that a little better with you so I could perhaps see you perform next time.
That'd be
Yeah,
great.
that would be great. Yeah.
Yep. But thanks again for everything, and look forward to seeing you.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Happy Pride.
And it feels good, so good.